Hi everyone, today we're Hi, today we
are gonna talk
talk
about
about the evolution of our house.
yeah.
You
Okay, so when we moved into this house some time ago, about 4 years ago or more now, the upstairs was move-in ready, so great. But the downstairs, and this is a split level house, the downstairs was terrible. Also, we have a door over there off of our dining room that led to a 5-foot drop. So there's a lot of work that needed to be done in this place to finish it off.
Because the 2 bedrooms that had been started down in the basement, the floors weren't done yet and there was no trim on them yet. But it had 2 nice windows. One had a ceiling, the other didn't have a ceiling.
And the rest of the basement, I don't know if you remember. It was, what do you remember?
the flooring was still cement and we have 2 unfinished bedroom. That's it. No washroom.
We're working on it. So the first thing we did is we hired professionals, put in a really nice bathroom.
But there was lots of things that weren't finished. We had an ugly, very, very ugly, under the stairs, what do you call it? A shelf.
Shelves, yeah.
Shelves under the stairs. They were disgustingly ugly. And we had a linen closet that was like an external closet that we just used, like a metal cabinet. We had no ceiling, no ceiling and no doors, yeah.
For the other room, they have, there's closet, but there's no door.
Oh, that's right, yeah. In one of the bedrooms, there was a closet, but there was no door. And the other bedroom, there wasn't even a closet. There was no ceiling. There was no ceiling in actually half of the basement.
Oh, that's another thing. There was all kinds of wiring roughed in this place, and none of it was hooked up. And we had to add a bunch of wiring for the stuff that we put in.
So anyways, this year I was, kind of excited because we're in lockdown and we're forced to only work 50% of the time, and the other 50% of the time we're supposedly working at home, which doesn't mean much for me, other than doing a few courses online. So so I thought, I'm gonna have all this time to work on my cars and my other projects, but my wife had other ideas.
The idea is to finish the downstairs.
Yeah. And every day, if I went and worked on my cars or my other projects, I would come home to a very sad and grumpy wife.
No.
Yeah, you didn't notice? I noticed. So, yes, you were angry, actually.
No, I'm not.
Anyways, I was picking up the vibe from her, and I realized finally that I have no choice in this. I have to finish the lower level. I absolutely had to finish it.
And then, to make it even more interesting, my sister-in-law and her baby moved in. And now I actually could see that, there's actually a reason why we really need to finish this right away. Because her little baby has so much toys and furniture and stuff even before he was born that there wasn't enough room to keep it all. So we really needed to give them their own space.
As it got closer and closer to completion, a lot of fun stuff happened. For example, my wife is my, what did I call you? My creative...
Director.
Yeah, my creative director. So she said, I want barn doors over the laundry room area and one for the closet in our entranceway, which had no door as well. And so I'm like, I don't know how to do barn doors. But she's like, I have 100% confidence in you that you can do it.
Even you said you don't know how to frame the window.
Yeah, that's window story.
So a couple of the really ugly windows had not been framed in, and so I did some sort of little make it look a little bit better with what it had. And she came and looked at it, and she's like, no, not like that. And I'm like, well, what?
I want it like the one in the bedroom.
Yeah, so she wanted a professional window finish around the window, and it's this big thick window, and I'm like, I don't even know how to do that.
And I said, no, you can do it. Just look at the one in the bedroom. Look how it's done, and you can do it.
Yeah. So I actually figured it out, and I did it twice. Once for the living room, and once in the kitchen. And they turned out really nice. And as we were working along and getting closer and closer to completion, I could see the girls, they'd go down there, and my sister-in-law's eyes would kind of light up a little bit because because she was excited. She was getting excited about it, and they were both telling me they're like the downstairs is nicer than the upstairs.
There's actually most of the thing is your first time, like putting that drop down ceiling, putting the,
Oh yeah, first time for me to do a drop ceiling
the floor.
in the living room. I mean in the kitchen, drop ceiling in the kitchen. First time for me to frame in windows.
First time for you to put the floor right.
No, I've done flooring before, but I've never done laminate before.
Oh.
So it was my first time doing laminate. Wiring?
He's better.
Wiring, I've worked with electricians in the past, so I know how to do that.
Look at that.
The barn door is your first time.
And yes, I've never made a barn door before, and I was really worried about that, but it turned out so cool and it looks so nice. I'm really happy with it.
And then you have like a bonus because you made a table with toy storage
Oh, right.
for George.
Yeah, so what happened is I had taken all the upper kitchen cabinets off so I could finish the drywall behind them and make it look nice.
But you know, taking them down is easy by myself, but trying to put them back up by myself is like impossible. So I thought, well, I'm gonna build a box to set them on. So put it on top of the counter, set my cupboard on top of that, and then I could screw it in, and they'll all be exactly the same height. And so I built this nice little plywood and 2x2 box, and put the cupboards back up. And Christina came down and looked at it, and she's like, Kuya, what's this? And I go, well, that's a box I made. I'm probably going to throw it in the back of one of my vehicles to put stuff in later. And she's like, oh, it's kind of nice. It's like, if you paint this, I could use this as a table in my living room.
So I looked at it, and it's just a box, and you can see all the screws and stuff. And I said, you know, I can make a table out of it for you, but I'm going to barn door style it. So I barn door styled a table, and now you can take the table and lift it up, and inside it's a plywood box about 18 inches by 18 inches that they can store toys and stuff in. And it looks really cute, and it matches the barn door. And then I had to make a jig the height of the fridge to hold up the cupboard that goes over the fridge. And so this time I went and asked them, I said, well, I'm going to be building this jig. What do you want? And so they wanted like a plant stand. So I actually built it with the end design that it was going to end up being a plant stand. They actually have other stuff on it than plants, but they do have some plants on it. And again, barn door styled it. It looks really nice. And they had one other piece of furniture down there, and they said, can you barn door style this too? Well, what I did is I lightly sanded it and just stained it the same color. So it all matches. But yeah, it's a really, really cute little place down there. And I guess we should stop talking about it and maybe just... Where's Christina?
Oh, the baby's crying, so she just have to.
Oh.
Well, I guess we should stop talking about it, and we'll go downstairs and give you a tour.